Hey guys, um, John here, another, in the Vault of the Dungeon Master, and I'm coming back at you with a Session 3's update of my Into the Borderlands by Goodman Games with 5th edition D&D campaign session. Like I said, Session 3. By now this will be in a playlist with the other two for if you've missed the other two and kind of what's going on, you can go back and watch it. This session was kind of just wrapping up what happened in the previous session. For this session we had Callie, Telora, Barkill, and Greylorn. We did not have Amicus or Phlegm. So those were the player characters. They also had Flint and Estra Zoe, who were the two GM NPCs. And some opening thoughts. The session went very well. Like I said, it was wrapping up what we had done last time. As I mentioned, they were in a Kenku lair. They were just finishing off dispatching of the Kenku. We started out with the Kenku battle that I mentioned last time. Telora failed a roll for a spellcast for Ray of Frost. We rolled a die and she kind of backfired on herself. Did like 1 or 2 points of gold damage. I can't quite remember. Barkill also missed. And then Kali and Estra, Greylorn, and Kali and Estra also missed. It was just really rough start to. It was a really rough start. We had a lot of misses, a lot of nat ones. Telora was a nat one. Greylorn broke the string of misses with Produce Flame on one of the Kenku. Nice and charred up the Kenku, the bird people really nicely for more Kenku Burgers. Flint hit a couple enemies with his repeating crossbow, which is I'm homebrewing from 3.5. I just like it cool and it works for kind of Flint's idea. Callie, Bardic Inspiration, done Barkill for Barbarian, so he could have a chance of breaking the misses, the streak of misses. And then Barkill later would deal 10 points of damage on his next turn, onto a Kenku. Greylorn cast Healing Word on Kali, who at the time was knocked out by some of the Kenku. Flint then took her to safety so she could get up and gave her a healing potion. Telora once again casted Ray of Frost. That was kind of her favorite spell for the night. On 2 of the Kenku for 6 damage. Telora got knocked out by a crit. Callie healed Barkill. All in all, this fight was kind of not a traditional Kenku fight. It wasn't a lot of hiding in the shadows, but it was a lot of kind of just mass Kenku just trying to kill. Greylorn critted a Kenku with his +1 dagger, though it did no damage because of his weak strength mod. Actually, no. No, sorry. That's incorrect. He did 10 damage. Sorry. For some reason, I became a little dyslexic. Barkill hit and Barkill hit a Kenku for 9 damage. Hardcore at this point, this is like the 4th round, did a pretty good job on crowd control. At this point, after they had gotten out of the misses, they got out of their streak of missing and actually could hit. Barkill started to shine, really started showing what a barbarian can do. Talora magic missiled. That's she kept missing with Ray of Frost, and she switched to magic missile. The last Kenku mimicked Mercy. Told they didn't quite go with, or Talora said no. Kali initially tried to reason, but the rest of the party wasn't having it. So the party ended up with more Kenku Burgers, which might have also been a reason to just kill all the Kenkus this game. Talora found a potion of healing and speed amongst the pallets and straw the Kenku would use for sleep. Then, in this particular chamber, there was a pit that goes down. When they went down, went to a corridor, and then it entered the chamber of the speaker, who was the leader of the Kenku. That was some good initiative to roll. Talora was first. And then the Kenku and their pet Osquick, which is kind of a big lizard thing, went second. Then Kali, then Greylorn, then Barkill. Talora tried with Ray of Frost again. But missed it once again. It just seems to be how she starts rounds. The Osquick failed to bite. The speaker held up his wand and cast magic missile. And it was Kali's vicious mockery on one of the Osquips. On the Osquip, then Greylorn hit the Osquip for 6 damage. And then Barkill did 14 to the Osquip, which I believe killed it. Talora used Acid Splash to deal 6 damage. Oh, that did on the Osquip, which I believe that killed it. Then Barkill charged up to the Speaker of the Sun, because he had clearly gotten hit by one of the magic missiles, and crit him and killed him in one shot, or if not crit, it was a one shot. Just boom, dead. A good vigoring moment. Kali hit the Kenku for 1 damage. It's still exciting, she still did a job. Barkill used his Ice Breath on 3 of the Kenku for 9 damage. Then Talora, excuse me. Then Talora firebolted a couple. Kali disengaged, used the disengage action, and I let her pick up the Speaker's body to go behind the throne. It's not really something that's that you really can do with the rules, but I let her, or drag it, because she was going to try to disguise self as the Speaker on her next turn and try to talk that way, but it was a good late plan, but unfortunately the rest of the party really liked to hack and slash it. And that ended the battle after all the death and all the chaos consumed, with no damage. The party leveled up after that, so now the party is pretty much all level 2, besides Flem, who wasn't there. Yeah, the whole party's pretty much even now. Which is good. And above all, after that, they climbed back out of the pit and set up a fire. And took a long rest and made some Kenku Burgers. And that's pretty much when we ended the session. Let's get really been enjoying the module. Getting better at reading it ahead of time, doing some prep for it. Didn't get to all my prep, but that's okay. We had a lot. We had 2 combats to get done from last time. But yeah, it was a good, solid session. Everyone had a good time. I had a good time, and yeah, it was fun. And that's what happened this past Tuesday. Next week on Tuesday we'll meet again to run through. They'll probably dive more into the caves of chaos, and then I'll report it back to you guys. Hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, happy gaming.